Hello, hello. I have not been on here in a while with you guys. So, I'm coming on here today to share a message with you all in a different light than I usually do. Of course, my channel is geared towards poetry and positivity. So, this message it's a positive message, of course, but it's in the form of devotion. So a while back I was supposed to give a message for a job I was previously working for, and I never got a chance to share that message because of circumstances that did not allow me to do so. So I wanted to share it here with you guys. The devotion is something that the team would usually do and center it around a certain topic. So, this devotion for that month was centered around peace. So, I titled my message, Let the Peace of God Rule in Your Hearts. So, those words are taken specifically from Colossians 3 and 15, if you are familiar with the Bible. Colossians 3 and 15 says, Let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. So, when there is peace in your heart, it influences your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Do you find that to be true? An example would be negative things happening before you make it to work. Somebody may cut you off. You may miss your exit. Those are things that would usually make us act in a way that may be out of character. We may get loud. We may use a couple of choice words that may not be in the light of peace, But when peace is in your heart, it allows for you to control those emotions in a positive light. So a person that may not have peace truly ruling their heart, so to speak, not saying that you don't have peace at all, but it may not be to the magnitude of other people or to the magnitude that you would prefer it to be at. So your emotions will be a little different. Your actions will be a little different in circumstances of negative things happening. So we want to let peace rule our hearts so that we may react to those type of situations in a positive light. The second part of that verse says, which also ye are called in one body. Okay. So I came up with, we are in one body, all of us who are Christians, acting as a unit, a community, right? So if you think about it, the body works together. And I can remember my grandfather giving a message about how the body works together. And his example was, if he said the right hand can't get mad at the left hand, because when you go to do something, you have to operate together. So if the right hand is mad at the left hand and they say, okay, well, I'm not going to help pick up this large item because, I'm upset with the left hand, so to speak, metaphorically speaking. But that is a way of thinking about us being in one body. So let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body. Us working together, our body working together as a unit, is how we want to operate in Christianity, in our life as a whole. We want to live our life in a way that it's positive. It's positive. It's peaceful. If we operate in that way, people can feel that. They can sense that, and it allows everybody to be able to be in one body under Christ, right? So the third part of the verse is saying to be ye thankful. Having peace allows you to have gratitude, right? You can be thankful for the peace that you have in your heart. Having a thankful heart shows that you recognize God's blessings. So those are the things that I came up with for this devotion that I was going to give at that job. And at the end of it, peace ruling in our hearts means it should be in charge of how we live as a whole. So, when you do things with your heart and out of your heart, you're serious about it. You're passionate about it. So if we allow our lives to operate under having peace in our heart, we can, conquer things, We can operate in a positive light. We can allow our light to shine where other people see us operating in that light. And sometimes that can be hard, depending on the circumstances that you face. It's always that one person or that one thing that may be able to get you out of character of being at peace, or allowing peace to determine how you live and how you react in your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. But we have to meditate on the peace of God ruling in our hearts. And if we meditate on it, it becomes second nature, where we'll dwell on it a little bit more. It'll be easier to just do it without any thought with it. And then I wanted to share that peace itself is defined as freedom from disturbance, tranquility, and a state or period in which there is no war, or a war has ended. That's what peace is defined as, without looking at the Bible aspect of it, just the dictionary version of it. Who doesn't want to have peace? Peace just gives your body a whole different feeling. It makes you feel good when you have peace. So if you think about the struggles that you experience on a day-to-day basis, whether it be at work, at home, at school, with finances, different things, these things can be stressful and draining, and it can have an effect on our mental if we allow it to. So if you allow that peace to exceed, our anger or our frustration, then we would act differently. You know, it becomes a lifestyle if we practice it more. There's a verse that I wanted to share as well. Isaiah 26:3. And that verse says, "Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee." So God is able to keep your mind at peace if you keep your mind on him and if you trust him. So we got to keep our mind in that realm. And a good way to do that is to surround yourself with positive things, you know, positive people, positive music, you know, different things of that aspect, to be able to, you know, be at peace and not allow the worries and the cares of life to overtake us to the point that that's where we're dwelling. We don't want that to be our dwelling place. So that is the end of my devotion, but I thought I would share it because I hate that I did not get a chance to do it at the job, but to get it out, because I had already had it written out far ahead before I was supposed to actually give that message. So I wanted to share it here with my subscribers, with my non-subscribers. If it's something that you enjoyed, go ahead and like it or share it, or even subscribe to be able to see more positive things coming from me. Another thing that I wanted to share, and I promise this is the last thing, on my Bible app that I have, which is the King James Version Bible app, it says, "When we walk in obedience to God, there is a special peace of God that accompanies us." So when we walk in the obedience of God, it's something about it where peace just surrounds you. And if you ever had that true, genuine peace, it feels good. You don't have a worry, you don't have a care, you're not stressed out about, you know, bills and different things that you may have on your plate at that time. It's like, okay, I'm acting in the light that everything is going to be okay, because it is going to be okay. I'm at peace because I know who holds tomorrow, right? Okay, well, that's it, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on the next video.